Okay, welcome, Cancer. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, January 2024 energies. So we'll see where we're at. It is a general reading. Keep in mind that means that it's any topic, whatever the cards want to tell us. And again, it is for January 2024. I'm Karen. Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot is the channel. I'm going to use the Fountain Tarot today, Cancers. I looked at them and I felt very cancery when I looked at them. I'm not sure why, but we'll see. So we'll taking a look at current situation and the influences around that situation. Let me get started here. What do our Cancers need to know? Okay, so we have current situation. Oops. Three of Swords. Let me, I feel like this needs to be closer. Hang in there. My friends. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, Three of Swords. I have to face it towards me, sorry. Past influence, Knight of Wands, present influence, Nine of Wands, negative, Eight of Coins, positive, Four of Swords. Well, that's good. Okay. Let me put these in like that. Okay. What you don't see. Seven of Swords, a lot of swords going on. What to watch for. King of Wands. Unexpected. High Priestess challenge. Seven of Wands. Got future influence. Five of Cups. Outcome. The Fountain. That's super good energy. I have to read on that one because it's a only in this deck. And advice. So interesting. I will tell you it's interesting to have an influence being the Five of Cups, but the Fountain being, oh, you can't really see that. Okay, so Four of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I will fix this a little bit. So you can see that Fountain card. Okay. Challenge, advice, and unexpected. And the okay, so Four of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It feels to me like you're just not. This feels like an overall feeling of not getting what you want, feeling sorry for yourself a little bit to some degree or another. And I don't mean that in a mean sort of way. I mean that in, I want this, I've been working for this, but that's not what I'm getting. You are getting something, but it's not, I don't think it's what you expect, because there is some hard cards here. You have the Three of Swords is the current situation. So you're going to come into January. There's something that's going to make you feel a little sad. I think it comes from this night. Maybe there was some travel that was done. And so if this is love, I feel like this could be travel that you did and you met somebody and you had to come back home, like after the holidays or something. Or it could be that feeling of coming home after the holidays. I feel like the Knight of Wands is travel. So that this is the past influence and this is the present. And the Three of Swords is not just about sadness. It's about separation. And that can mean a lot of different things. It can mean just separation and distance. And that's what I'm getting the feeling here, that there was some travel. And then when you are finished traveling, there's a sadness here. However that looks, it is. The Nine of Wands is in your present influence, is a present influence. So I'd say in the beginning of the month, there is going to be a feeling of that you can't get through the sadness. I will tell you that. Like, that's going to be how you're going to feel. But you can, and that's the realization with the Nine of Wands. Even though it's feeling this Nine of Wands is when you're at the point of feeling something is really hard, but which tells us you're right at the end. You're almost there. And I think you realize that. I do believe you realize that. I do feel like, though, you're going to be playing on your emotions a little bit here. You've got the Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Coins in this deck in the negative, and I don't see this in the negative very often. So I feel like whatever you're doing and putting your energy into to try to learn or to grow or to heal. See, it's really odd to me. These are both healing cards to some degree or another, especially when it comes to relationships. The Four of Swords is in your positive and the Eight of Coins is in your negative. I feel like the rest is needed. Instead of working on yourself, this is causing you issues. So when I see the Eight of Coins in a healing, quote unquote, sense, it's working on yourself, but you're doing a lot of energy to do so. You're not just resting, you're not just recuperating. You're so focused on what can I do differently? How can I do this? What do I need to fix? I'm going to make myself feel better. I want to heal. Work. Where the positive of the healing is the Four of Swords, which means chill, take a rest. The Four of Swords in a lot of the Rider-Waite decks, or in the Rider-Waite deck, he's laying on a table and the three of those swords are like facing right at him. If he gets up, right, he gets stabbed. So it's a forceful rest, and that's what's going to help you to keep moving forward. It's take a rest. Take a rest from even trying to heal yourself type of thing. Like, just, let things be for a minute. Let things be for a minute. What you don't see is the Seven of Swords. And I feel like what's happening here is things are coming together more than maybe you see them coming together. Okay? So you have the Five of Cups here in your future influence, which means there's a disappointment. That disappointment doesn't end in disappointment, though. It ends in the Fountain card. But I feel like the Seven of Swords is you trying to take something back that's yours. And I think it has a lot to do with this Three of Swords, but it's not that you're trying to get that back necessarily. It's taking a part of you back. So this healing process, and what you don't see is that's happening. That you'll be doing that work. You will be taking what's yours back to you, and allowing yourself to heal. Four of Swords here. The King of Wands is in what to watch for. I feel like this is an energy of, I feel like it could be the same energy as that Knight of Wands. That was travel, but this could be someone from that travel. It also could be an energy of, staying active, staying motivated, but taking charge of that as well, because the king takes charge of things. It's not just being motivated. It's not just doing that. He's taking charge of his own self. Watch for that. Watch for the areas where you can really take back. I mean, this taking back is what you don't see. And once you do, this King of Wands energy will allow you to keep cultivating and motivating yourself to healing in a better place. Because this is hard. I'm not gonna lie. These are hard cards, and this is a hard reading to give, because there is a lot of self-discovery and self-sabotage a little bit to some degree. Seven of Wands is in your challenge, and the Seven of Wands is all about standing up for what you want, what you need, what you believe, what is yours. And I feel like you're struggling. I feel like with looking at this in a new perspective, in the sense that if the challenge is standing up for yourself, guarding yourself, the only reason why it's a challenge I believe it's because I feel like you're putting a lot of emphasis on what you no longer, what you left. You're putting a lot of emphasis on that, which the healing is good, right? The Four of Swords. But this is a challenge because I feel like you're trying to put the blame on yourself instead of saying, no, this is what I need or this is what I want. You're not, you're almost willing to take this thing, whatever it is that you're missing, and um, give in to something that maybe isn't good for you. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It feels very. There's a feeling here to me. I don't. I think you're. It, it's almost like you're struggling to find yourself. Is what I'm kind of getting here. There's some interesting cards, honestly. So the unexpected is the high priestess, and I feel like that comes from kind of like you realizing that your intuition has been good. I think that you're going to have this realization, and I think it kind of goes back with this, that resting, taking it easy will help you heal. And I feel like that comes from the high priestess energy, which is unexpected for you to really be able to go within and reach into your spiritual areas that need your attention, because I feel like it's a lot of spiritual stuff. The Five of Cups is in your future influence. Here's where the problem is that you're focusing again on what you lost or what you're missing or what you've been separated from instead of those things that you have. That's what the Five of Cups is all about. But even more so, it's it I feel like it has to do with this eight. Like you're working so hard on something. And this is where the unexpected comes in as well, is that you've been like so focused. How am I going to fix myself? What am I going to do to make fix? When realistically, you're only disappointing yourself. Because the more you can't fix yourself, quote unquote, the more you disappoint yourself. And I think that that's why that high priestess is important, because this is the important healing card, not the work you're putting in, not all of the energy. Sometimes healing takes a lack of energy. It takes a rest, a physical rest, an emotional rest, a brain rest, a logical rest. Um, and I think you're doing it to yourself. I think you're disappointing yourself here. Because if you look at this deck, he's looking directly at that Eight of Coins, and how I have this laid out. Instead of looking at what's the positive, what is the strength here, I'm looking at the negative. And again, that Five of Cups, right? It's all about that. And so to me, that says you're focusing so much on the work to get better instead of just getting better. That's the way I feel. I feel like everything kind of works itself out here. So the Fountain is a unique card to this deck. So I am going to read it because the meaning is oneness, a moment of cosmic clarity, fully awake, the end of seeking, enlightened being, surrender to that which you are, whole and perfect. So that is where everything is leading, but I think that's not those. Okay, so you have this in the unexpected, and this can be cosmic awareness, or cosmic clarity, and your strength or your unexpected is the high priestess. So there is going to be a moment of clear energy here. What comes after the Fountain, please? Three of coins. Yeah, which is going to allow you, put you back into a position. Oops, wrong camera. Put you back into a position of feeling more a part of a team again and being able to work without doing this. So focused on the work, getting better, the work that it takes to do that instead of just getting better. This is going to, at the end of January, this moment is all about, it's not just an aha moment, but it's an aha moment about everything that's happening here, and allows you to do the healing that you need to do instead of focusing on how to fix it. You're going to allow it to be fixed. And the Three of Pentacles means that you're going to lead to, this is leading to, because it comes after the fountain, it's going to lead to a new feeling of oneness. I'm going to say that because that's how I feel with that card. The Seven of Cups here is your advice. I think the advice is simple in the fact that this is Seven of Cups, choices. We all have choices in our life. We all can go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. There's choices all of the time. And I feel like once you look at those choices, and I think that's what's saying, what all are those choices? Where can you go from here? What do you have available to you? What are your resources? Where can you go next? And what decision can you make instead of so focused on how to fix something? Look at what your choices are instead of so focused on the work over here. I feel like there's something really, this is what's really keeping you sad and keeping you from healing and making you disappointed. And I think that that's also saying that you have choices. You can look here, or you can look here. You can look at, oh, I'm not succeeding in my healing process, or allow myself to heal so I can succeed. And then once you have that clarity, once that clarity comes in, which has to do with your inner self, you will be able to move forward and feel like yourself again. So there you have it, Cancer. Interesting reading, I will say that. Please hit the like button or give me a comment. Any of those things, I appreciate them. Thank you. Take care and have a beautiful day.